Shalom, shalom. I like to give all praises and honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, blessings, and salutation to the hopeful elect who are keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their abilities, pushing for the word where the people hear or forbear, and awaiting on Yahushai to come and deliver them from this wicked society. All right, so let's get into it. Lord willing, this will be edifying. And basically, this lesson will be pertaining to how seeking the Lord, seeking after wisdom, and doing what is pleasing unto the Lord is greater riches uh, than the fake monopoly money that we have in this society. Things that people are killing each other for, killing themselves for, right? As it says, if you seek for money, roughly paraphrasing, you're stacking up just to put your wages in a bag full of holes. Okay, this money is not even, it's not even real. It's not even backed by nothing. Back in the days, the real money was backed by gold. Okay, so it's just to say that even at this point, sometimes the Lord even might not even allow you to possess such opportunities, because He knows that it might get in the way of the ministry, it might get in the way of your health, because when you get all that money, what does the world push? Lust, the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, okay, and the pride of life. So sometimes the with more, as they say in the world, more with more money comes more problems, okay, because now you have the opportunity to satisfy your lust, satisfy your flesh, satisfy your wicked desires. Okay, through that money, it opens a lot of doors, man, which would not happen if you're just humble. The poor, even if we're poor in this world, we're rich in spirit, because even the fact that we don't have a lot, we can focus more on seeking the Lord. Okay, as it says in Psalms, just give me a second, which reads, it says here in Proverbs 30:8, remove far from me vanities and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. And that food is really the spiritual food. As Yahushua said, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Lord. Okay, through the scriptures. Okay, that's what we're really living by. Even to the point where even the Day of Atonement is a remembrance. That it's a remembrance of that day, of that thing. Afflicting yourself, humbling yourself in the sight of Yahweh Bashim Yashai to obtain salvation, even remembering that it's through the Lord that we're even alive. Okay, it's not because that we eat, that we nourish our fleshly body, that we're alive. No, it's by the graces of Yahweh Bashim Yashai that keeps us going each and every day, that wakes us up in the morning and gives us that gave us that breath of life, that took us out of darkness, that we may lead a life that is righteous in the sight of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai to the best of our abilities. All right. So again, it says here, verse 9, Proverbs 30:9, lest I be full and deny thee. That's what comes with money. If you have a lot of money, you don't trust in the Lord, man. You trust in your bank account. You trust in your own self. Okay. That money can bring a demon of pride upon you, where you don't seek for the Lord no more, man. Where you really think that you can handle everything yourself. Okay. But in that time where they're gonna freeze people's accounts, now you'll see the demon flee from these people, man. Okay, when they won't have access to their money, when their pump is gonna be brought low, man. Okay, it says here, lest I be full and deny thee, and say who is the Lord, or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my power in vain. So even there, we pray for the Lord to give us a balance. Balance because it says we are in the world, but we're not abusing the world. All right. It says so basically we are to handle our business, pay our bills, take care of our family. If you have children, if you have a wife, you manage your earthly situation. But first is to seek the kingdom of Yahweh B'Hashem Shai first, because ultimately all these things, they come they will come with righteousness. Seek righteousness first, and all these things will follow. Okay, because what wisdom is the mother of all these things. Okay, so to do the things that are pleasing unto Yahweh Hashem Shai will only help to forward your ministry, to forward your business on the even on the carnal level. Okay, but further on the spiritual level. Okay, so let's get into it. It says here in Sirach 20 and 21, there is that is hindered from sinning through want, and he and when he taketh rest, he shall not be troubled. So even the fact that sometimes the Lord will not give you that opportunity so that you cannot destroy yourself. Okay, a lot of money might go to someone's head, and now he feels. Let's say a brother ends up with a lot of money, you might think, oh, I don't need to go to camp no more. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start my own camp. Matter of fact, I'm not in the truth anymore. That can bring a lot of demons, But so the Lord, it says, by he is a man is hindered from sinning through want. Okay, so the fact that you want money, you don't have money, you just have enough to pay your bills and make it through the day, as it says, what give us this day our daily bread. We're in a mindset of right now. We're not focused on, it's not wicked to have a savings account. It's not wicked to save for a rainy day. But our mindset, our true mindset is to get out of this wicked place. Our mindset is not to stay here. We have to have that pilgrim mindset already. If push comes to shove, I can let everything go. Just like that Robert De Niro Heat movie. When you feel the heat on the corner, you gotta be able in 30 seconds to let everything go, man. Okay, because you don't want to be caught up in that heat, man. All right, pertaining to that, even the nuclear missiles. You don't want to be able to the lust of the flesh, the money, the things of the world, be able to pull you back and hold you from obtaining your salvation. Okay, because this is what we're working for. This is what we're striving for, to be delivered from the death, from the destruction, from the evils that are about to happen on this earth. Okay, so it says here in Revelation 2 and 9, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. So you have to remember, in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we are rich. It doesn't matter what these people think, man. If you're doing what is pleasing in the sight of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you are rich. Okay? And pray unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that you endure unto the end, so that you can have a seat in the reincarnation, man. So that you can have a special place for you in a chariot, man. Okay? Because at the end of the day, the Lord has his eyes upon those that fear him, upon those that call upon his name in truth and sincerity. So that's why we're not worried about these people, man. That's why we're not worried about opinions of people, man, knowing that we serve the ultimate power, man. Okay? So it says here, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Israelites, they say they are Jews, and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. So again, coming to serve the Lord comes with suffering, comes with tribulation, comes with hardship. Okay, but it's a roller coaster. There's good times, there's bad times. Okay, is the Lord will not afflict you more than you can handle. Okay, and of course the Lord is not only the Lord is a power of balance. He's not only gonna give you good times. He's not only gonna give you bad times. Just as Job said, "Shall we not receive good from the Lord and not evil?" Okay, so the Lord is a power of balance. Okay, and when you come to serve the Lord, prepare your souls for temptation. Okay, so it says here, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, meaning the so-called white man shall cast people into prison when he's coming down with great wrath, putting people to death, and even incarcerating, putting people in concentration camps for not bowing down to this wicked system. Okay, but it says what? He shall cast you into prison that ye may be tried. So all that is the Lord is allowing that devil to put you in prison. The Lord is allowing all that situation to happen, to come to fruition, just to test you. The end result is really to see if you deserve to be saved. Okay, because a lot of people in that time, if they get caught, they're gonna bow down and take the MOTB. They're gonna fold. It says what? If your strength fails in that time, in the day of adversity, is because your strength is small, meaning your faith is not up to par to you really did not believe. Because only the hopeful elect will endure until the end. No, it's like only the elect, okay, and the great multitude will endure until the end, even unto death. Okay. So again, uh, as Yahushua said unto Herod, okay, he said, "You have no power over me except the power that was given from on heaven." So the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, will allow some of us to be martyrs, some of us to be cast in jail, to be cast into prison, but that's just our trial. That is not the end. Okay, so again, you have to, and again, that comes with the knowledge of knowing that the Lord will be with us even in tribulation, even in adversity. The Lord is with us. Okay, that's why that wisdom is so precious. That's why it says, "Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time." So even in jail, even if you're in those concentration camp, you're gonna be stable, knowing that the Lord is protecting you, knowing that the Lord is with you. Okay, and you have to endure until the end, as it says, "And ye shall have tribulation 10 days," and that 10 days, it's a meaning period of time, but that period of time will come to an end, whether by death or whether by the Lord making somehow, some way, well, delivering you out of that situation. Okay, but it says what? "Be thou faithful unto death, and he will give thee a crown of life." Okay, the Lord will give you a crown of life if you persevere, if you endure until the end. Okay, but that all comes with the wisdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, which is greater than the riches that the world can offer. Okay, so it says here in Proverbs 19 and 1, "Better is he that is poor that walketh in his integrity, than he that is perverse in his lips and is a fool." Better is to be poor than to be, because at the end of, because to be honest, the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai makes you a greater being than anyone that doesn't. Because first off, if you fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you know him. Okay, you know him, and it makes you just the fact that you know the ultimate power that created heaven and earth, that puts you above even the presidents, the bankers, the elites of this world. Okay, because they're fools and with perverse lips, and they have an end. Okay, right now they're prideful. Okay, right now they're pompous because they're on top. Okay, they're on the rulership authority. Okay, they're in the rulership position, but eventually they're gonna be cast down from their thrones, man. Okay, this is not the end where much righteousness abide, man. This is not the end. You have to keep that in mind. And through wisdom, we are consoled. Okay, through this knowledge, we are brought back to life, knowing that this is not the end. Okay, okay, we I forget the word consoled. Uh, we're comforted. So like a year ago, we are comforted knowing that this is not the end. Okay, that this is not the end all be all, and the Lord has something better prepared for us, man. So it's better to be poor and to walk in it with integrity, walking in the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, so it says here in Sirach 19 and 24, "He that had small understanding and feareth the Most High is better than one that had much wisdom and transgresses the law of the Most High." Okay, so it's better to, even if you don't have much, even if you're poor, even if you don't have a lot of wisdom, but as long as you fear the Lord and abstain from evil, you're greater, you're better than most, than you're better than all these people walking around, man, that don't know the Lord. They're not sacrificing themselves to seek after Him. Okay, they're walking after their own ways. They're worshiping their own bellies. Okay, that's the mindset of these people out there, man. Okay, they're going by the law of the jungle, but us, we're walking according to the law of faith. Okay, and that's what makes us better and above the population of the earth, man. Okay, the few are better than those that are more. Okay, why? Because we're walking in the fear of the Lord. So it says here in Ecclesiastes 9 and 16, "Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. To be poor and have the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is better than to be exalted in this wicked society." Okay, nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. Why? Because the earth is in gross darkness, and the earth is in darkness, and the people are in gross darkness. The majority of the earth is covered under gross darkness, meaning they do not have the knowledge of the Lord, even to the point where the knowledge, meaning even to the point where light is considered evil in their sight. Okay, okay, to the point where they rather stay in darkness than to come to the light, because they know themselves deep down in their own conscience, they know that they're wicked themselves. Okay, so, and they're not willing to sacrifice. They're not willing to conform themselves to the ways of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, as it is expected of those that would consider themselves eligible, as if I could say that, eligible for salvation. Okay, because for you to be eligible for salvation, you have to put on as the elect. You have to walk in the fear of the Lord. You have to put on the whole armor. Okay, the people in the world, that the people that are living in their ignorance. Okay, they're not willing to put on that armor. They're not willing to conform themselves to the ways of the Lord. They're not willing to put on as the elect. Okay, that's what makes a difference. Okay, they rather feed the flesh than to feed the spirit. Okay, so it says here in Romans 12 and 1, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your body a living sacrifice. Okay, that's something that they are not willing to do. Okay, they will not sacrifice for them for the Lord, man. The mentality of these people is that they were born to serve themselves. They were born to do their own will, to fulfill their fleshly desires. That's the mindset of these people, man. If you're walking around, if you actually look, if you're able to look at the mentality of these people, every single one of these people, if they're not fearing the Lord and walking according to the ways of Yahweh Hashem Shai, which is what, to fear the Lord and to love your neighbor as thyself. These people are selfish beings. They put themselves first. Everything that they do only revolves around themselves. Okay, and that's why these people are completely uh, uh, bugged out. That's why in the time of chaos, in the time of evil, these people are gonna lose it because they just know they care only for themselves. Okay, to the point where a mother will eat their own babies. Okay, they resort to cannibalism. The people out there will resort to cannibalism because they want to stay alive. Okay, because they believe that that is the only resort for them to stay alive. So they'll resort to eating another human being. Okay, right? They're not willing to sacrifice themselves. Okay, so it says here, present your bodies a living sacrifice. This is what the Lord is expecting us to do. Holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. We, as just as the light, just as a light bulb is supposed to bring forth light, that's just as we are supposed to present our bodies as a living sacrifice, just as Yahweh Shai did. Okay, but these people are not willing to make that action. They're not willing to sacrifice their positions in the world. They're not willing to sacrifice their losing, getting taking a paycheck. It's like taking a pay cut, you know, a paper cut for the Lord. They're not willing to sacrifice for the Lord, man. Okay, taking the low. Okay, not you know they want to work that 60 hours so that they can afford their luxurious lifestyle. They want to work 70 hours. They want to work 40 hours. They don't want to sacrifice zero time for the Lord, man. Okay, and there's an analogy that I remember a brother saying that's like, yo, after you've done everything, after you got your money, after you got your wives, after you had sex with all these women, after you after you've invested, after you retired, after you have a statue of yourself, okay, after you've done everything that is on your list, when you die, you know what will you have to say to the Lord? What we have to say, when the Lord asks you, what did you do for me? Look at during the time that you lived, look at how much you've done for yourself and look at how much you've done for me, man. You know? And that's a quote that hit me because you have to be in that mindset that, my life resolves around Yahweh Bashem Shai. As Paul said, what did he say? I'll bring it out real quick. It says here in Philippians 1 and 21, for to me live is Hamashiach and to die is gain. Okay, it doesn't matter if you die, because if you die, you go back to the Father. Okay, and if you were doing what is acceptable unto Him, He will be pleased with you, man. You'll receive a reward. Okay, as just again Paul said, there's a crown laid up for me, man. Why? Because I was doing what was expected of me. But again, to live is Hamashiach. For me to live is Hamashiach. So what am I doing? I'm serving the Lord. My life, my purpose, my whole reason of being is to serve Yahweh Hashem El Shai. Coming into this knowledge, coming into this truth, I come to realize that my purpose, as it says in Sirach and Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, the conclusion of the matter is to fear the Lord and to keep His commandments. That is why I'm on earth. Okay, to serve the Lord, and I'm gonna do it until the end. Okay, as it says, as it says in Colossians 3:1. If ye then be risen with Hamashiach, meaning that you come back to life with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above. Okay, meaning that you're seeking the kingdom first. Okay, you're putting Yahweh Bashem Yahshua on a pedestal. You're putting the ways of the Lord before even your own desires. You seek to please the Lord, just as a wife would seek to please her husband. In a proper context, in a proper context of a marital situation, a wife would her desire will be upon pleasing her husband. And just as that situation, we, as the wife of Yahushua, we're seeking to please him, to do the things that are acceptable in his sight, to make him happy in a sense. Okay. So again, if ye then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of the power. Set your affection on things above and not on things on the earth. And what is of the earth? Money, the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, the vanity. Okay, set not your things on earthly things, but rather on things that are above. If ye are dead, your life is hid with Hamashiach in the Most High. Okay, when Hamashiach, who is our life, so again, our whole life depends on Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. That's what it means to walk after Him. Okay, our life, uh, when Hamashiach, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. And that's the recompense that we seek. Okay? That's the reason why we're making ourselves poor. Okay? Why we're taking the low. Okay? Why we're following the example of Yahweh Shai. Okay? Seeking the benefits of our neighbor rather than our own. Okay? Because when he will appear, we will appear with him, not against him, but with him in glory. Okay, we will receive our reward, man, in that time, man. So we're not, and this time is not the time for vain flattery. Okay, for vain exaltation. We will get it in the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. Okay, don't tell me I'm a great reader. Don't tell me I'm a great I have all the breakdowns. Don't tell me I'm this and that, man. My glory will come in the time when Yahweh Shai gets his, and he will get his first before me, because everything is about Yahweh Shai. I'm just the vessel that he uses, man. Okay? So again, my life is Hamashak. My life is not my own. Okay? I belong unto the Lord, man. I was bought with a price, his blood. Okay? And just as he suffered for me, I pray that I can suffer for him, and that my sacrifice may be acceptable in his sight. Okay, just bringing it back to that revelation, bringing it back to that Romans 12. Okay, so it says here, uh again, be not conformed to the things, be not conformed to this world. Okay, because why? We're seeking things that are above. Okay, we're seeking the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai first. Okay, so it says here, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove that is what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. Okay, so we're seeking for the Lord, man. We're seeking to please and to do what is pleasing unto the Lord, man. All right. So it says here in Proverbs 23 and 4, labor not to be rich, cease from thy own wisdom. Will thy set thine eyes upon that which is not? Again, the things that are of the flesh, they will pass away. The things that are of the world, they will pass away. But he that doeth the will of the Lord shall be established forever. Okay? So we're not setting our affection on things that are not. It says riches are not. We will set your eyes upon those things that are not. For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle towards heaven. Okay, one day you're rich, one day you're low. One day you're up, one day you're down. Okay? And so again, it's a balance. The Lord puts you in certain situations to see how you react. Okay? Are you gonna fold because you lost a little bit of money? Are you gonna turn your back on me because now you're good, you're set? Okay? You see? Because every problem that you have, you can turn back to your bank account and it'll fix it. Will you still bow down and show humility and humbleness towards me? Will you still call upon my name when you're up and you're financially stable? Will you forget me in that time? Okay? So again, it says here, verse 18, let not your heart envy sinners. Okay? Because at the end, like I said, what's in the world? The lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, and the pride of life. When you see other people doing certain things, like that social media demon, okay, you see how the way these people who are complete darkness live their life. Because social media is just there to push forth a false sense of reality, a false sense Everyone wants to be prideful. Basically, Instagram, the social media is nothing but the pride of life. Okay, people only want to show you the best time of their life, man. Okay, you see, you go on their Instagram, they're smiling, they're doing they're going on vacation, they're partying, they bought their new car, they bought a new house, this and that, and you see these things, and now you want to do the same. You envy. Okay, the world only pushes envy, pride, covetousness. Okay, nothing, and that's why again we are not to conform ourselves to the world, man. Even to the point where when someone who fears the Lord succeed, man, we're happy for him, man. Okay, when something good happens to someone who's a part of the body, man, we rejoice. The whole body rejoices, man. Okay? But again, it says here, let not your heart envy sinners, but be thou in the fear of the Lord. Okay? So let not your heart envy sinners, but be thou in the fear of the Lord all the days long. For surely there is an end. Okay, there is an end to all that folly. Okay, it's not because folly is exalted that the Lord will not bring an end to that madness. Okay, okay, because it says what folly is set in great dignity. But again, when the Lord comes and establishes righteousness, when the Lord exalted righteousness and abased folly, He takes away folly. Okay, everything will be in the right mind. Okay, this is not the end where much righteousness abide. Okay, for surely there is an end, and that expectation shall not be cut off. Just as I said, those that do the will of the Lord shall not be ashamed. Those that do the will of the Lord will be established forever. Okay, so it says here in Psalm 73 and 3, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. Verse 17, until I went into the sanctuary of the Most High. Then I understood their end. There is an end. There is a time, a moment, a second, okay? An hour where all this madness is going to come to an end. And that is why we tell ourselves, should we then make mirth? It's not the time to make mirth. It's the time to make your peace. Okay, it's time to make your peace. It's a time to seek for the Lord while He may be found, because there is going to be a time, in that time, in the time of destruction, in the time of sorrows, in the time of great heaviness. Okay, there's not going to be no time to seek for breakdowns and seek to seek the Lord. It's not going to be the time to seek for the Lord, man. It's either you have it or you don't, man. Okay. So again, there is an end to all that this folly, man. Okay, and your money is not gonna be able to save you. Your bank account, your zeros, all the sacrifice that you've done unto Satan to obtain that filthy and corrupted money, okay, is not gonna be able to deliver you in the days of destruction. Okay, only the righteousness of the righteous will deliver them from the evils that are about to come on this earth. All right. So it's either you repent now or suffer later. Okay? So it says here, until I went to the sanctuary of the Most High, then I understood their end. Through the knowledge that the Lord gave us, we understood that there is an end to the oppression. Okay? Affliction shall not rise up a second time. Okay? Surely thou didst set them in slippery places. Thou castest them down into destruction. What is the end of these people that are not fearing the Lord? Destruction, woe, death. Okay? Misery. Okay, that's what's awaiting these people, man. Okay, when you go into the parable of the sower, it says what? um no, let's skip that. Okay, because these people, they don't perceive that there's a benefit to serving the Lord. Okay, so let's bring out Malachi 3 and 14 just to show the mentality that these people have. The two-thirds of our people. Okay, right? The two-thirds of Israel. Okay, because again, you have to say it. This truth is not for you other heathens, man. You heathens, you just know that you're gonna be punished. There's a punishment coming your way. Okay, and if I want your daughter, okay, if your daughter pleases me, I'm gonna take her. And she might be my side. Okay, she can be on my side, but I don't know about you others. Okay, if your daughter pleases me, she can come along for the ride. But the others, man, you got to fend for yourself, man. All right. So it says here in Malachi 3 and 14, ye have said, it is vain to serve the Lord. Okay, already there, that's a wicked statement. How can you put it in your mind that it is vain to serve the Lord? Well, here's the one that's going to protect us in the days of evil. Okay, already there, you're already done, man. For you to say that in your mind it is vain to serve the Lord, that's what it says. Without faith, it is impossible to serve the Lord, because he that cometh to the Lord must believe that he is a rewarder of those that diligently seek after him, man. Okay, so just that statement itself, the fact that these people think in their mind that it's vain to serve the Lord, man, it shows that the lack of belief. Okay, it shows you that they have a mentality of death on them, man. It shows you that they have demons on them, man. For them to say something like that, man. In a sense, it's as if you say that the Lord can't accomplish the things that He said pertaining to the mercy that He will have on His servants. Okay, He will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish. Okay, He will deliver us in six troubles. He will deliver us even from famine, even from the sword, even from the tongue. Okay, even from the teeth of wild beasts. Okay, you don't believe that the Lord can do that unto us, man? That's sad for you, man. Okay, go up the street and see if I care. Okay? So it says here again, Malachi 3 and 14, ye have said, it is vain to serve the Lord. And what profit is it that we have kept his ordinance? Come on, man. Then have we walked mournfully before the Lord of hosts, and now we call the proud happy. Okay, you see Esau Edom winning in this world through his wickedness, through his vanity, through his lies and deceit, through his murders. Okay, through his wickedness. Okay, through the aid of Satan. Okay, you call them proud, happy. Yeah, they that work wickedness are set up. Okay, you see, you exalt them, and even to the point where you follow their own ways. You follow their ways instead of following the ways of the Lord. Okay, they that tempt the Lord are even delivered, and this is for their time, because it says what the Lord knows how to reserve the wicked for destruction, for the day of judgment. Okay, He had created everything, even the wicked, for the day of destruction. So it's not that they're being delivered it's not that they're being delivered, they're being reserved. Okay, the tab is being built up. Okay, it's not as if they're gonna escape scot-free, as if there's not gonna be a consequence for all the wickedness that they've been doing around the world, started with Esau Edom and these other nations that follow after his ways, and the people that follow after the ways of the wicked. Okay, there is a consequence for forsaking the Lord, man. And these people are gonna find out. These people are gonna realize and acknowledge their own iniquity. Okay, because the Lord is not just gonna punish you and let you just die without knowing why you're dying. The Lord is gonna put it in your mind, put it back in your remembrance, all the iniquity and evil that you've done on the earth, man. Okay, because the Lord has to be justified for the judgment that He's bringing upon the earth, man. Okay, and He is justified. Okay, so it says here, verse 16, then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, those that were in the right mind, because they feared the Lord, they knew who to turn to for help. Okay, and the Lord hearkened and heard it, and a book of remembrance was written before Him for them that feared the Lord. Not for everyone. Okay, for them that feared the Lord, man, the elect. Okay, of the house of Israel, the house of David. Okay, and that and that and that taught upon His name. So again, you have to know the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Father and the Son. Okay, you have to know those names. It's very basic. This is like watered down milk. Okay, watered down milk, man. You have to know the word, man. Okay, you have to know the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. It says, "What I will deliver them because they have known my name and they sought after me in truth and sincerity." Okay, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, so it says here, so again, there's a reward. The Lord is not going to forget those that serve Him. The Lord is not unrighteous to forget your deeds of righteousness that you do for those that for His saints and the ministry. Okay, the Lord puts everything in remembrance. He writes down everything that you do, the acts of righteousness, even the acts of wickedness. Okay, but if you do what is right in His sight, man, the Lord will be pleased with you, man. Okay. So again, it says here, and even the fact that through Yahweh Shai, our sins have been washed off. Okay, now through Yahweh Shai, through your faith, again, through the laws of faith, we obtain mercy. Through the law of faith, we obtain salvation through Yahweh Shai. So again, that victory is already ours. We just have to endure. We just have to endure. The crown is just there waiting for us, man. It's not like it has to be made. It's like it's already there waiting for us, man. Okay, the finish line is already there. You just have to make it across, man. All right. So again, it says here, then shall ye return and discern. So like verse 17, and they shall be mine, meaning those that call upon the Lord and serve him in truth and sincerity, they shall be mine, said the Lord of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels. I will spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him. So if you serve the Lord in truth and sincerity, you shall be spared. Okay, Lord willing, because it says again, the Lord shows mercy unto whom he will show mercy, and we pray that we are part of that number. Okay, then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth the Lord, between him that serveth the Most High, and him that serveth him not. Okay, so again, there's going to be a difference, and there's going to be a lot more that don't serve the Lord, because it says what, many are they that walk in the ways of destruction. Well, it's like many are they that find the path of that walk that pass through the wide gate and that end up destroyed. Okay, roughly paraphrasing, but few are those that are going to be delivered. It says, this world was made for many, but the world to come, the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, is made for a few. So before that, the Lord is going to have to eradicate and exterminate and punish a lot of people. It says that He's coming back to plead with all flesh. Okay, so everyone's going to receive for their just act, for their reward, man. So like everyone's going to everyone will be rewarded according to their actions. Okay, so it says here, then shall you return and discern between the righteous and the wicked. Okay, then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth the Most High and him that serveth him not. So you'll be able to see and understand who's the one who's protected and who's the one being destroyed by all these affliction, all that evil happening, man. With only with thine eyes shall thou see the reward of the wicked. Okay, but the evils, no evil shall touch you. Okay, why? Because you trust in the Lord. The Lord is not gonna the judgment of the wicked is not for the righteous. Okay, the righteousness of the righteous shall deliver them. But that all goes through the riches of Yahweh Shai. That's a true riches, man. In the fact that we're gonna be fed in the days of famine. We don't know how, when, uh, but we know why, because we trust in the Lord. Okay, because the Lord has set His love upon us, He will preserve us. Okay, and that is true riches, man. In the time of famine, you're gonna be eating, man. In the time of thirst, you're gonna be drinking. Okay. See, when everyone has lost hope, we're gonna walk confident. Okay, we're gonna walk with hope. We're gonna walk with faith in Yahweh Bashim El Shai, because He will deliver us. Okay, regardless of the situation, regardless if we're trapped in a concentration camp, regardless if we're in the woods somewhere, regardless of the situation, the Lord will come through for us, man. The Lord will deliver us in the days of affliction. Okay, all you have to do is have faith. Okay. So bringing it back to the topic, it says here in Hebrews 11 and 24 again, you gotta have faith. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. Because the pleasure that comes from sin is temporary. As I said, those that do the will of the Most High will be established forever. Okay? But those that follow after the ways of Satan, they're going to be destroyed. Okay? They're going to receive the reward of their doing. Okay? As it says here, verse 26, esteeming the reproach of Hamashiach greater riches. Okay? To be poor, to turn your back on opportunities, turning your back on jobs, turning your back on situations that would exalt you in the world, so that you can obtain Yahweh Shai. That is true and greater riches than the treasures of Egypt, for he had respect unto the recompense of the reward. And what is the recompense? As I said before, once Yahweh Shai is going to reappear, we're going to come and we're going to be with him. Okay? At his appearing, we will look like him. Okay? In the twinkling of an eye, we shall be changed. Okay? See? Even the camera is bugging a bit. That's the spirit. As I said, we're going to be changed. Okay? You see? That's the reward, man. Immortality, to look as Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? When Yahweh Shai comes back in his glory, in his spiritual body, we're gonna resemble unto him, and we're gonna shed off this vain and carnal flesh, and we're gonna put on immortality, man. That's the reward that is awaiting us, man. Greater riches than the riches of Egypt, than the treasures of Egypt. Okay? But that all comes from seeking the Lord. Okay, taking the law on this side so that we can be glorified in the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, by faith he forsook Egypt, not fearing the wrath of the king, for he endured. Okay, he endured. Okay, he overcame the tribulation and affliction that came in this time, so, such as we must endure and overcome the afflictions of this time. Okay, you see. So it says here, he endured as seeing him who is invisible, seeing Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, through faith he kept the past. No, that's it. So it says here in 2 Corinthians 8 and 9, for ye know the grace of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, that though he was rich, yet for our sakes he became poor, that ye through his poverty might be rich. In the same way that we're moving, that's the same mentality as it says, labor not to be rich, but rather rich in spirit. Okay? Taking the time to read and edify yourself, taking the time out of your life, out of your day, to go out and preach the word in the highways and byways. But again, that's only a reasonable service. So there's not much to boast in. Rather, the only thing that you can really boast is that the fact that you know the word, that you know and you worship Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. That's the only thing that we are really able to brag about. Okay? Our bragging right does not come from us, but really from the fact that the Lord has chosen us out of the world. Okay, the Lord has seen something special in us to the point that He gave us this priceless knowledge. Okay, this truth. Okay, so the Lord has seen a potential. Okay, in us, and that being said, now that we have this knowledge, we run. Okay, so that so that we may go and push forth the word. Okay, so that we can do the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai on this earth. Okay, right? So that by us taking the law, we can make other people rich in spirit as well. Okay, make other people partakers of the heavenly gift that comes from serving Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. Okay, which it seems in the world that you're losing, that you're wasting your time. It seems as foolishness, as these people say. They thought the wisdom of the Lord to be foolishness, but it's really the power of salvation to them that believe. Okay, all right. So it says here in Philippians 3 and 7, but what things were gained to me, those I counted loss for Hamashiach. Yet doubtless I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Hamashiach Yahushua my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win Hamashiach. Because if you win Hamashiach, if you win through this doctrine, through this faith, through this knowledge, you have overcome the world. Okay, you have overcome the world through Yahushua, through His sacrifice. Okay, by you making the sacrifice, you attach yourself to the sacrifice that Yahushua made, man, so that you can be reconnected unto the Father, so that you can obtain the mercies of David, so that you can obtain the love of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Okay. So again, it says here, so again, he counted everything lost. He counted all lust, the money, the woman, the glory, the fame, okay, the position, okay, the status, okay. All that was nothing but dung unto Paul, man. The same way that we choose to turn our backs on the world, even to the point where we hate our own life, okay, so that we can serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to the fullest, okay. It says here, there's a precept. Let me see if I can bring it out. Let me see. As it says here in 2 Timothy 2 and 2 and 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Hamashiach, because we are fighting a spiritual warfare. Okay, this is spiritual warfare, man. We're fighting against demons, principalities, rulers of evil, rulers of wickedness in high places, man. This is what we're fighting against, man. We're fighting against the demons that are plaguing these people. Okay, we're trying to take away the demons that are on our people so that they can come to the light. Okay, so it says here, therefore endure. It's like a thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Hamashiach Yahushai. No man that warreth entangle himself with these affairs of this life, that he may please him that had chosen him to be a soldier. So again, to please Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, To please Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, you can't be entangled with the things of this world, man. Just as it says in the parable of Matthew. That's why I wanted to bring it up, because you have to know that you have to separate yourself from the world to attain unto the things that are the heavenly aspect. Of course, you handle your business, but again, you seek Yahweh Hashem Yahshua first. But as it says here in Matthew's, um, I'll go straight to the point. Matthew's 13 and 22. He also that receiveth seed among thorns is he that heareth the word. Okay, you hear the word. Now you've been called. Okay, once you hear the word, that means that you're called, man. You hear the word. It's like you hear it, the word, and the cares of this world. Okay, so again, once you're chosen to follow after Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, you've been selected, you've been drafted to be a soldier of righteousness. Okay, a soldier of light. Okay, but it says what? The cares of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word and become it unfruitful. So because the cares of this world have distracted you from the real value of the truth, the real purpose of the war, okay, the real goal, the real end goal of this war. Now you're confused, conflicted, and it chokes up the world, meaning that you go back into the word, you go back into the world. So again it says here, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him that had chosen him to be a soldier. So again, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua has chosen us. We did not choose him, but he chose us. And the fact that you're entangled with the affairs of this world, and again the deceitfulness of riches, thinking that these riches can save you, thinking that these riches are really valuable but really nothing. Okay, that's gonna end up leading you to destruction. Okay, so again, it says here, but he that receiveth the seed on good ground, meaning your mind is fertile, meaning that you can attain, hear, not only hear, but understand the value of the truth of this word. Okay, it says here, but he that receiveth the seed unto good ground is he that heareth the word and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit. Okay, so you go and you make, and there's a profit that comes from that investment that Yahweh Bashem Yahshua has made from you by giving you this understanding and knowledge. Okay, by making that investment in you. Okay, by planting that seed inside your mind, the Lord has reaped benefit, which are the fruit. Okay, it says what? And he bringeth forth some 100-fold, some 60-fold, and some 30-fold. So again, that goes into the plentifulness of work, the amount of work you do. Not only the work, but the people that you bring in, the people that you enlighten with the word of truth. Okay? Okay, the impact that you make on the earth. As it says, your green thumb, your carbon step, your carbon footprint, Salakia. But through this knowledge, you have to make yourself a spiritual footprint. How much can you impact with the word? Okay, how much people are you touching with Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, with the words that comes from our heaven? How many people you are influencing into changing their ways and turning back to the Lord? Okay, that's the whole purpose of this ministry, man. Okay, to gather the elect. Okay, so again it says here, bringing it back to the point of seeking after the real riches, which are the riches of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, which is the knowledge. Seeking to follow after the ways of truth. Okay, so it says here in Matthew 6 and 19, and I'll close up here. Lay up not for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So again, if you set your treasures in heaven, it's there forever. No one can take away your reward. You're not fighting for a corruptible crown. Okay, putting your treasures in heaven, that's you. So like that's you fighting for an incorruptible crown. That's you fighting for your immortality. That's you fighting for life. Okay, something that you cannot do in this earthly realm. Okay, you cannot fight for life working a 9 to 5. Okay, your 9 to 5 is not gonna bring you into life. Okay, the only thing that is gonna be that's gonna benefit you is the fact that you'll be able to pay your bills. Okay, and that's why we say go to work. Yahushua told Peter to go fish, right? To pay the taxes, right? So again, you go to work, you pay your taxes, you pay your rent, you pay your hydro. Okay, you pay your hydro, you pay your internet so you can post those videos. Okay. After that, you save up. You put your money on the side. You save some. Okay. You invest. You go out to eat. You take your girl. You take your girl out for lunch, for dinner. Okay, on a nice movie night, whatever. You do what you do afterwards, man. But again, the word comes first. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua comes first, because why? Our life is Hamashiach. Okay, our mindset is Hamashiach. Okay, our head is Hamashiach. All right, all right. This is the real riches. We do not seek after the riches of the world, because we know that they are polluted, okay? And they are no worth, man. Like I said, monopoly money, man. And when you're winning at Monopoly, you're not mad, okay? But you know that it's just a game, okay? You know that it's not real. What is real? Fearing the Lord and keeping His commandments. The words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that is truth, okay? And by that you will obtain unto life, all right? So Lord willing, this was edifying. I'd like to give all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Rachakodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles, the elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. DTI Baba Bal, Kwam Yashala. Until next lesson, Shalom. DTI Baba Bal, Kwam Yashala. The Lord Babuko shall destroy this wicked place. La Allah. And peaceable and a good day of atonement unto everyone that is partaken into that day. Shalom.